Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of... Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry
with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
The Steelers at 4-7 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Titans have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, he's
going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here.
On the out route, he's got Burks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down carry for Henry. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chigakakwo,
28 yards.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. To the air on first down with Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted,
on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
They'll roll him out right.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Inside handoff, Henry. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Pickett back to throw.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 2.
This is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the option, Pickett's going to run with it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 27-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. A give to Harris. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
152 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run again with Harris.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And some room to work. takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Tennessee, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.